Today we are going to be looking at Degree Navigator. So to start, you're going to want to go to degnav.msu.edu, so degnav.msu.edu. And here you're going to log in. I'm already logged in. And through there, you're able to check out your majors, your minors, and see your progress on all of them. So my major is public policy. So if I click that, it'll take me to my page where it gives you all of the requirements, not only for Michigan State, for your College of Social Science, in my case, and your major. So they have all of it listed right here. The degree description area gives you the different areas where you can see your status on things. So one of my favorites is using the short progress report and then pressing visualize degree, because what happens then is as you go down, you can see the requirements that you've completed and then the ones you haven't. So here, I've completed most of these, but I just need one more course in order to be done. And then you can do the same thing with the Tier 2 rating, and my major distribution, and so on and so forth. So by looking at this, you can see that I'm done with the majority of my requirements, and then you know that you're close to being completed with your degree. If I were to go to my minor in Environmental and Sustainability Studies, and I were to do the same thing, you'd also be able to see that I'm done with 3 out of the 6 requirements. Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. So out of all the classes I needed to take, I'm done with 3 of them, and yeah, so you can kind of like check your status there. Another really cool thing is that you can go and search different degrees in here. So let's say I wanted to search for environmental majors. If you go here, you can see anything that has the word environmental in it and look at that. So if I was interested in changing my major to environmental biology and zoology, then I would be able to go with the short progress report and see what requirements I have completed. So if I'm looking through, you can see that I've completed all my university requirements, but I haven't completed any of the requirements aside from one for the major. So looking at all of that, you can see kind of where you stand based on the credits you've been taking. It's really a helpful tool to kind of keep track of where you are on track to graduate, because you can also go here. So for you guys, it'll start with fall semester 18 when you're coming in, but each of these are new versions and old versions of the degrees, so you can see how they changed over time too if you're interested in that. Let's see, so this is another major I was considering doing. I'm not doing it, but you can kind of see where this can work. So we can go here with the short progress report and visualize that degree, and you can see which ones I've taken and which ones I haven't, and just a really good way to keep track of things, especially because your advisor, while they're super helpful and it's important, super important to meet with them regularly, they're human too and they can make mistakes. But this Degree Navigator is what is used to make sure that you have completed all the requirements. So what's on here is what needs to be completed, not what's online and not what your advisor necessarily says. Your advisor knows the best way to get you to your graduation time, so definitely meet with them and pay attention to them, but this is there just to double check to make sure that everything they're saying lines up with everything that's written on here. Another really cool thing, going back to my major classes, you're able to go down this way and click on a certain requirement. So let's say I want to know more about PLS 201. If I click on it, it pops up with the amount of credits, and then it tells you the times it's offered. So this one's offered fall, spring, and summer, and it tells you a little bit about it. This is important when you're planning your classes, because sometimes there are classes that are only offered in the fall, only offered in the spring, and sometimes even only offered in the fall or spring of odd years or even years. So there's a lot of weird times that certain classes are offered, and it's really important to make sure that you're on track and knowing when these things are happening, just so that you can graduate on time. Yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much Degree Navigator. You can look at your profile and see all that kind of stuff, and yeah. If you have more questions, then feel free to reach out to any of your mentors. They're very familiar with this, and they're more than happy to help.